Hello students, I am Sir Glenn, your subject teacher. Welcome to General Mathematics, Grade 11. Our next lesson is all about finding the intercepts of irrational function. Ano nga ba ang intercept? Let's define first what is an intercept. Intercepts are x or y coordinates of the points at which a graph crosses the x-axis or y-axis respectively. Y-intercept is the y-coordinate of the point where the graph crosses the y-axis. The next intercept naman, it is the x-coordinate of the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. You have to remember that not all rational functions have both x and y intercepts. If the rational function f of x has no real solution, then it does not have intercepts. So again, ang intercepts, these are the point of intersection of the graph to either x or y axis. Understood? So si y-intercept, yun yung intersection ni graph at ni y-axis. So kino-consider natin doon yung y-coordinate nung point of intersection since kapag ang point of intersection ay nasa y-axis, syempre the value of x is 0. So we consider the value of the y-coordinate. Same is true in the x-intercept since it is the point of intersection of the graph and x-axis. Ibig sabihin yung y-coordinate niya ay equivalent to 0. So we consider the x-coordinate of that point of intersection. Okay? So how do we obtain the intercepts of a rational function? To find the y-intercept, substitute 0 for x and solve for y or f of x. Similarly, to find the x-intercept, substitute 0 for y and solve for x. Understood? In short, para makuha yung y-intercept, i-substitute natin yung 0 kay x. Para makuha yung x-intercept, i-substitute natin yung 0 kay y. Examples, find the intercepts of the following rational functions. For the solution, watch this video. In this example, we try to find the x and y intercepts of the following functions. So the first one, f of x is equal to x plus 8 all over x minus 2. So let's try to identify first the y-intercept. So how do we find the y-intercept? We substitute 0 to all the x's. Okay, so we have f of 0 is equal to 0 plus 8 all over 0 minus 2. So that will be cancelled out. Mawala na siya kasi 0 plus 8 is just 8. Then 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So 8 divided by negative 2, that is equivalent to negative 4. Therefore, the y-intercept is at line is equivalent to y is equal to negative 4. For the x-intercept, so we substitute 0 to y. Okay, so here in y-intercept, we let x be equal to 0. Here, for x-intercept, we let y be equivalent to 0. So doing so, we have 0 is equal to x plus 8 all over x minus 2 all over 1 cross multiply, 0 na yan agad. So we have x plus 8 is equal to x minus 2 times 0 is 0. So transposing positive 8 to the right, it will become negative 8. Therefore, our x-intercept is equivalent to x is equal to negative 8. Second example, in obtaining the y-intercept, we let x be equal to 0. So, nag-0 na lahat yan. F of 0 is equal to 0 squared minus 5 times 0 plus 6 all over 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 3. 0, maalis na yan. 0, maalis na rin yan. Ang naiwan ay 6 all over 3, or that is positive 2. So therefore, our y-intercept is equivalent to positive 2. For the x-intercept, we let y equal to 0. So 0 is equal to x squared minus 5x plus 6 all over squared minus 2x plus 3 all over 1 cross multiply. So ang maiiwan na dyan ay c squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So factoring out this one, we have x minus 3 and x minus 2, which is equivalent to 0. Using the zero factor property, after obtaining the factors, we can equate all of the factors to 0. So x minus 3 is equal to 0. Solving for this, we have x is equal to 3. And then here, x minus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to 2. So therefore, our x-intercepts are x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 2. These are our x-intercepts. For the third example, f of x is equal to x squared plus 9 all over x squared minus 3. So for the y-intercept, we let x be equal to 0. So doing so, we have f of 0 is equal to 0 squared plus 9 all over 0 squared minus 3, or that is 9 all over negative 3. So therefore, our y-intercept is negative 3. For the x-intercept, we let y be equivalent to 0. So doing so, we have 0 is equal to squared plus 9 all over x squared minus 3 all over 1 cross multiply. So it will give us x squared plus 9 is equal to 0, since hindi siya factorable, and then wala siyang term na hindi squared, wala siyang x lang dyan. So we can use this method. X squared is equal to negative 9. Extracting square roots, we put square root symbol to both sides. We can have x is equal to, as you can see, there exists an imaginary number that this is equivalent to I. This is 3i, positive and negative 3i. X is equal to positive and negative 3i, which is already beyond real numbers. So kapag may nakita kayo na negative symbol inside a radical sign, square root symbol to be specific, hindi na siya real number, imaginary na siya. So therefore, our answer here is there is no x-intercept. Understood? For the activity, do activity 7 on page 25. Submission of all outputs will be on Friday.